Hey there, Mary Farias here with 5 Minutes is Better Than Nothing for Personal Development. We're studying my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. We are in the chapter on specialized knowledge, chapter 5, page 119 of my version of the book. He says, inasmuch as I had the privilege of supplying the unemployed salesman with that idea, I now assume the further privilege of suggesting another idea which has within it the possibility of even greater income. Also, the possibility of rendering useful service to thousands of people who badly need that service. The idea was suggested by the salesman who gave up selling and went into business of keeping books on a wholesale basis. When the plan was suggested as a solution of his unemployment problem, he quickly exclaimed, "I like the idea, but I would not know how to turn it into cash." In other words, he complained he would not know how to market his bookkeeping knowledge after he acquired it. So that brought another problem, which had to be solved. With the aid of a young woman typist, clever at hand lettering, and who could put the story together, a very attractive book was prepared, describing the advantages of the new system of bookkeeping. The pages were neatly typed and pasted in an ordinary scrapbook, which was used as a silent salesman with which the story of this new business was so effectively told that its owner soon had more accounts than he could handle. There are thousands of people all over the country who need the services of a merchandising specialist capable of preparing an attractive brief for use in marketing personal services. The aggregate annual income from such a service might easily exceed that received by the largest employment agency, and the benefits of the service might be made far greater to the purchaser than to be obtained from an employment agency. The idea here described was born of necessity to bridge an emergency which had to be covered, but it did not stop by merely serving one person. The woman who created the idea has a keen imagination. She saw in her newly born brainchild the making of a new profession, one that is destined to render valuable service to thousands of people who need practical guidance in marketing personal services. All right. Now I know that the example is an old one and we have the ability to type into a computer everything that we need to and print it out and hand it over to somebody. However, notice the meticulous work that went into creating this brief explaining how the person could help the company that he reached out to. We need to understand that when we go on a job interview, as it were, we have to be in the position of we are serving the person who is coming, who we're asking to employ us, right? Whether it is a typical 9 to 5 job, or if we are another business going to a business to help them, we have to hold the capacity in our minds that we are there serving them. And that is what this brief does. And I love this idea of it's a resume, a CV for people. But how much thought goes into creating a resume? Really, it's a dreaded thing that I have to do if I'm looking for a job. But this is a creative endeavor that really highlights and personalizes the things, the services that you have to offer another person or company. So think about that as you are reaching out to others and marketing your services. Are you presenting yourself in such a way that they would go, "Oh, you are serving me. This is wonderful. I could totally use your service." Maybe when you put it in some sort of brief like this, you can make it into a story format, or you can make it so crystal clear to them what the benefits are in working with you that there is no question that they will. So think about how you can use this page, page 119, in your endeavors of reaching out to other businesses and other entities so you can have more business of your own. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.